Okay, so today we are going to look at a plugin provided to me FX Factory. Now, this is not a sponsored video, but I did receive the plugin for free. I thought I'd mention that. It is called Comic Collection. If you want to see the full video of everything I did and whatnot in action, definitely there will be a card top right hand corner, but this is kind of what I used to make it, if you will, video. So first of all, I'll leave a link in the description below to the plugin in question so you can pick it up if you so fancy. Now I'm going to zoom into the timeline. This plugin, as far as I know, is only available on Final Cut Pro, so definitely keep that in mind. I'm zooming into the timeline because this is what I did to begin with, okay? So let's go ahead and disable this plugin. This is how it looks normally, okay? And then I added this plugin. I dragged and dropped Logo Reveal 2. And with Logo Reveal 2, it actually has a drop zone, as you can see. And thanks to the drop zone, I actually was able to add the whole thing. And the thing is, I added the video here for the intro because this is my intro. The reason I added the video here is so the sound would play. No problem. So I got that there. And as you can see, I changed the colors. You know, I could modify all the details as I see fit. And that's just what I did entirely. There actually, fun fact, there was actually this added shape here, but I actually decided to just put its size all the way down to 0 and the shape went away. So now this plays as the video would before. And honestly, it just works perfect. I changed these colors on the side all as well, so it would be perfectly fine there. And then let's move on to the next thing I did. The next thing I did involved these 3 things right here. If you go a little farther, it says, last we left our hero. So I put those words there. I made the rectangular thing about the same size, but I ended up making the font a little bit bigger. The font right here. You can put anything you want in the font, and I like the build in, build out animation. And these are 3 images that I took from the actual gameplay later on. These are 3 images that I actually took. Because drop zones, once again, let you take the images. And in case you're wondering how I made it so the footage looks like the image, I'm going to show you guys right now. The footage itself doesn't look like this. And it looks like this initially. I added the basic comic filter that comes default in Final Cut Pro. It actually goes hand in hand with this plugin just perfect. Next, you would see that I added some different elements. I added some titles. No, what's a title? You know, different title, different things. Lower third is what it was in this case. This is what the original one looked like. As you can see, I edited it by changing the color, changing the size, even dragging and dropping the location. So that's actually just fine and dandy there that I was able to do that. Give it more of a comic book-esque type flair, if you will. And then this I actually thought was pretty cool. I was able to make it so I called out one of my other YouTube channels. Called... Okay, yeah, I actually... Oh, okay, I did that wrong. I don't know why I added an S, because there is no S in it. Okay, so see, that's why you gotta pay attention to stuff. So I was able to do that there, and I put nice plug up there. I don't know if people can see it, so of course I can always just make it a bit bigger if I want to. I wanted to be kind of self-aware when I was doing that, so I put like nice plug, because this is where I mentioned, oh, by the way, I have another YouTube channel, so on and so forth. And we can add other more details if we wanted to, as I'll show you in a moment, but I do want to go through some honorable mentions here. Take closer look. Coming up next, Your Media here. All of these have rather simple things where you can drop zones, where you can change what you need at scene fit. I just wanted to show you guys that kind of honorable mentions, if you will. Now, let's go to the next big thing we edited. We kind of did some editing in the beginning and toward the end because I didn't want it to be every 5 seconds. I didn't want it to get on everyone's nerves. This is the next edit we did right here with this subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this style of content. And the subscribe dances around and stuff. We could change the color if we wanted to, but I thought it matched the UI I'm using in the game just fine. So I decided, I'm gonna keep it. And then finally, we make it to the end here. I'm gonna go ahead, disable this, and show you guys. This is what it looks like normally. And I just added one of these backgrounds. I added this background to be exact. And what I did is I actually lowered the opacity all the way to 0. So it just kind of gives it that feel look without actually changing the color. So I get to keep the color that I wanted, and I get that comic book style look to blend in with the rest of everything. And that is this comic collection plugin. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. Once again, if you guys do want to check out the full video, there will be a card top right hand corner as well as a link in the description below to the full video playing out. It's a video, the game is initially Warframe. I like to play Warframe. This is actually a video I made for my Warframe YouTube channel. So feel free to check that out if you wish. And hopefully this has shown you guys the full potential of this plugin. I thought it was cool when I first saw it because I do like the idea of being able to do comic book-esque type things. It just seems pretty cool to me in general. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.